Welcome to Rokani Media Football. In this story, we have three stories to talk about. Arsene Wenger joining Instagram, Pablo Murray finally getting a club in Italy that is so much interested in him after his decent spell that he really held at the side which goes by names of Udinese. So that means Arsenal really going to bank in some money. And Arsenal joining the rest to sign a man who goes by the names of Marcos Asensio. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? This is our radio to this channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to go into the lower right bottom corner, smash the subscription button. After smashing it, hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video onto this channel. Now today, our first story is all about Arsene Wenger. He's now on Instagram. As you see, it's being reported by the FC newsroom in there for you official. Arsene Wenger is on Instagram and you can go in and follow him there to get all what you miss about him. You see, he has also gone ahead to have some Insta stories. So it's an exciting Instagram channel that you guys need to go on and watch because it's really great for a man who goes by names of Arsene Wenger. Arsene Wenger was at Arsenal since, was it 1996? Until 2016. That means he had spent a spell of 20 years at the side which goes by names of Arsenal, and he did lots of wonders. He won them like 3-4 Premier League titles, FA Cups, Carling Cup, Carabao. It's like the Carabao Cup by then, Carling Cup by then, now known as the Carabao Cup, that is League Cup. Then he won, is it Cup Winners' Cup? Yes, UEFA Europa League by then. He also went ahead to put Arsenal into the Champions League final in 2006, where they are trounced by a side which goes by the names of Barcelona, and Arsenal really were not lucky enough into that encounter. So welcome to Instagram, Arsene Wenger, and I know that very many people are really going to leave this channel and go on and follow you after us coming out and really telling you the best, after us coming out and letting you the news that the lad or the former Arsenal manager is on Twitter. All right, let's go to our second story of the day. It's all about that man you see in there. Pablo Murray, 28 years of age, came in at Arsenal under the reign of the football director who goes by the names of Edu. Signed him from Brazil. Remember Edu was at Corinthians and he was working as a football director that side. Then he came in at side which goes by the names of Arsenal to do the needful, and thank God he really reported success in there for you. And he brought him in. He looked like a signing that was not really going to make an impact at Arsenal, and indeed it didn't, and they decided to loan him away in Italy at Udinese. When you look at Udinese, he has really had a very good spell. That is a man who goes by the names of Pablo Murray, and after having that nice spell, he has attracted lots of teams in there for you, and most especially a team which goes by the names of AC Milan. And this deal has been reported by Football Italia, and he played 15 games and he scored only 2 goals. Remember, he went in January, and him having played 15 games and scored 2 goals, that is good of Pablo Murray, and Arsenal might really get something good in return. Now, Football Italia is reporting that Arsenal owned Pablo Murray is the latest centre-back linked with a move to AC Milan, as the Spaniard is pushing to stay in Serie A after a 6-month loan at Udinese. Therefore, yeah, he really had a very beautiful spell, as I told you. Got in 15 games. I don't believe that if at all he stayed at Arsenal, he would have got those 15 games. Because the 3 games that he played for Arsenal were the last game he's played for Arsenal. You know, he played in the central defense with Ben White in the opening game, where Arsenal was beaten by Brentford by 2-0. He came in and played against Chelsea. You saw how Lukaku bowled him. He destroyed Pablo Murray completely. And thirdly, he played in the game of Man City, where they really played with 3 central defenders. That is, it was it Kolasinac? There was Ben White was injured. Ben White never featured in that game. Which other central defenders? Calum Chambers and Rob Holding. So 3 central defenders in there, and they were given a very big humiliation, and they were beaten by 5 goals. Was it 2-1? 5-1, 5-0. But I remember Man City put 5 past Arsenal, and Pablo Murray was into that central defense. So it looks like Pablo Murray has found his better fit for where he's supposed to be playing his game of football in there for you. And it will be okay for Arsenal, because Arsenal look like they are valuing him at an amount of like 15 million euros. That's what Arsenal are really trying to get out of him. But let's wait and see whether AC Milan will come in and do the needful and really give them that money, because they really want to get in those players at the cheapest ever, and that is Pablo Murray in there for you at Arsenal. And remember, he signed his contract that is ending in 2024, so that means Arsenal can get close between 7 and 10 million euros. To me, I really believe that that would be realistic for this defender. But if at all they don't, they keep asking for 15 as I've heard, I don't believe that they are going to get into a player that they want in there for you. And I really believe that even Udinese would like to keep him as a player at their team in there for you. So that is the man who goes by the names of Pablo Murray, who is a target for Milan this summer, as reported by Football Italia and very many other journalists hailing from a side which goes by names of Italy. Now we go to the biggest story of the day here onto our channel. It's all about Marcos Asensio, and Arsenal have joined the rest to sign Marcos Asensio. And this story was broken by Daily Mirror, and they say that Arsenal are really so much interested into this. When you look at a story like this coming through the news all the time, you just have to ask yourself, why are Arsenal linked to right attacking wingers? You get that means there is genuine interest for Arsenal to get in a right winger. We've seen them look at Rafinha, now Marcos Asensio, yet they've already brought in a 19-year-old Brazilian known as Marquinhos. So I really believe that there might be some gist in this matter, though I don't really feel like they're going to sign in Asensio or Rafinha, because for the matter of fact, Arsenal cannot really go ahead to bring in a player who is really far much better than Bukayo Saka, their player of the year. That's my disc that I'm really benching on, in the view of the fact that when you bring in Marcos Asensio or Rafinha, he will force Bukayo Saka onto the bench. And when you see all of these players, especially Asensio, is telling you that for him what he is looking at is enough playing time, because at Real Madrid he's not getting enough playing time. He last got enough playing time when Zinedine Zidane was the manager of Real Madrid. Ever since Zinedine Zidane parted ways with Real Madrid, Marcos Asensio has not been looked at as a player who is influential into that Madrid team. So he really wants to go in and really get enough playing time in there. So when you look at these tweets that really came in through for a side which goes by the first report was Arsenal Football London, and you know these are really good at Arsenal News because they are having correspondents that get first-hand information from Arsenal inside, because it's a website, Football News London, and they do have that section of Arsenal, Chelsea, Tottenham Hotspur, Crystal Palace, Brentford. For every team that really resides in London, they do get news and publish it onto this website. But in particular, Arsenal talk to or feed information to Arsenal Football London. And they were able to say that Arsenal contact representatives of £26 million Real Madrid star amid Yuri Tielemans transfer links. You get? That was Arsenal Football London coming in out and telling us about that in there. Then after that, there is another story about Marcos Asensio that hailed from a man who goes by the name Ekrem Konwa in there, saying that Arsenal are monitoring the situation of Marcos Asensio, whose contract with Madrid expires in 2023. That means his contract is left with 1 year, and he is okay to leave. If at all he does not renew his contract, that means he'll go for free next summer. And when you look at the situation in which Real Madrid is into, this is something they cannot allow to happen to them, because they know that they are into a very tense situation where they cannot come in through and let players go out on a free in there onto this channel. So to me, I will believe that Marcos Asensio, if they don't give him a new deal, he might either cross to Spurs, Arsenal, or any other team. Even Manchester United are interested in him. Liverpool is also interested in him, because I've seen like close to 3 teams, Liverpool, Spurs and Manchester United, all interested in the signature of Marcos Asensio in there for you. So let's continue. Very many people, by the way, have reported today about Marco Asensio. Then the Mirror Football said Arsenal are among a clutch of clubs monitoring Marco Asensio's contract situation at Real Madrid. That is the side which goes by the names of the Mirror Football. Then later they continue to say that the Football Mirror report adds that the Gunners, not being in the Champions League next season, makes move to the Emirates Stadium less tempting for Marcos Asensio, but it's not a deal breaker. The Spaniard is also said to want a guarantee of regular football. So Arsenal not being in the Champions League is not a deal breaker. It won't say this deal not happening. This is what the Mirror Football is letting us know, that the only way Asensio will cross the side which goes by the names of Arsenal is when Mikel Arteta tells him that, please, I'm going to go in and give you regular football. Why regular football? It's regular football because this young man has almost lost it out at a side which goes by the names of the Spanish national team. He doesn't get enough playing time at the Spanish national team because he's not being picked regularly at a side which goes by the names of Real Madrid. And because the World Cup is in November, the only chance you have to quit Real Madrid is now in the summer. And if he does not leave, then that means his chances to play in the World Cup are really going to be minimal, because you never know. With the likes of Pedri, Gavi, Ansu Fati is returning, there is Salabia, there is Dani Olmo. They have a lot of talent into that attacking side, that side of Spain, and that shows you that they are really going to cause trouble for Marcos Asensio not to appear into that World Cup squad. The likes of Ferran Torres, that the manager really looks at, because they can play as centre forwards and he can play as a right or left forward in there. So that is why Marcos Asensio is putting a lot of emphasis on him getting regular time, or being guaranteed regular footballing time. If at all Arsenal promises him that, and they really go ahead to pay that money because he's being valued at £26 million, then that will be okay. And this is something that I've known about Arsenal and them having good relations with Real Madrid. £26 million wouldn't be bad. Because Arsenal can really crack a deal with Real Madrid in the nick of time. And Madrid cannot let out a player to go for free because they need every penny. Financially, they are not doing good, though they've signed in Tchouaméni at close to 80 million euros, 60 million upfront and 20 million add-ons on Tchouaméni, and they feel like they need to get every single penny on any player who is running out of contract. That is Marcos Asensio, and they really believe that the only way to make this happen is to go ahead and either give him a new deal to tie him at Real Madrid, something I don't believe that Madrid are all up to, because they are looking at players like Mohamed Salah, because next season Mohamed Salah is going to be up for grabs for free, as Barcelona has come out and really promised him a very huge amount of money next summer, and Mo Salah has changed his decision of renewing his contract at Liverpool. He also wants to go out on a free. So Real Madrid will be eyeing that move too. That's why they feel like Marcos Asensio should be sold, and they should be given alternate amount of money and prepare to really use it to get in Mo Salah on a free. Now, Asensio has come out and spoken on his future. Remember, he's with Spain. They are playing in the Euros in there for you, and him being in the Euros, he has been playing some minutes in there, and the manager is trying to trust him to see to it that he really fits into that Spanish young side. Asensio said, I have 1 year left on my contract. The 26-year-old said earlier this week, now I am focused on the national team. When this is over, we will talk. We will see what I'll do with my future. I think there are possibilities. So he does not rule out a move away from Real Madrid, and he doesn't rule away a move of staying at the Los Blancos in Madrid. There for you. He went ahead to say, there is also an option to stay and fulfill my contract. Rumors are part of football, and more so at Real Madrid. High-level players are always associated with it. It's something we have to live with. That is Marcos Asensio coming out and really letting us know about that in there for you. So when you hear it from his mouth, it really shows you that he is looking for a move away from Real Madrid. If he never wanted to leave Real Madrid, I would say, no, I'm 100% going to start Real Madrid. I'm sure I've done a lot for them because I've been here for 7.5 years. They really need my services and they're looking at giving me a new deal. He would have said like that. But when you look at his response to the media, when he was really asked whether he's going to leave Real Madrid, he showed you that he has one foot at Real Madrid and one foot outside Real Madrid, because he says he's waiting to see what's going to happen. That is Marcos Asensio in there for you. And to add more to that, the reason as to why they've reached this level is that the agent of Marcos Asensio went ahead to submit his demands to Real Madrid board, and they've not yet been met by a side which goes by the names of Real Madrid. That means they don't want him at this team. If at all they wanted him, they would have gone and really paid out that money. But the moment they've not given him that money, that means they don't want him at a side which goes by the names of Real Madrid anymore. Because Real Madrid is looking for the future. They wanted Kylian Mbappe, they didn't bring him in. And if at all Kylian Mbappe came in at Real Madrid, that means the front three would have already gotten worse for Asensio. Because Benzema, Isco, and a man who goes by the names of... No, it's Benzema... It's Benzema. It would have been Benzema, Kylian Mbappe, and which other guy? This Brazilian, Vinicius Junior. Front three. That means you can't start in any game because those three are guaranteed to start. And even when Kylian Mbappe has not yet been brought at the club, you've not been starting because Valverde or Rodrigo have been playing more minutes ahead of you. So I will believe that it's end of days for Marcos Asensio at a side which goes by the names of Real Madrid. And when you look at all these teams that are really interested in him, Liverpool, Spurs, Arsenal, and Manchester United, I really believe the only team that really has good relationships or a good relation with Real Madrid is Arsenal. Arsenal beats them in there because they've gotten in very many players. Ceballos came in on loan. Ozil came in from Real Madrid to Arsenal. Odegaard is the latest to come to a side which goes by the names of Arsenal. And I really believe Arsenal can really go ahead to get this deal done and sealed as soon as possible. So let's wait and see, because £26 million is too little money. And for him, he can play on both flanks. He can play off the left and right flank. However much is so much good while playing onto the left flank. Someone will ask me, Rokani, how do you end this video without letting us know what stats of Marcos Asensio were this season in there at Real Madrid? When you look at Marcos Asensio, he's 26 years of age. He played 8 games in the Champions League and scored 1 goal. He played 31 games in La Liga and scored 10 in there for you, but he was not a regular starter. Most of the games just came off the bench, something that he doesn't want to see anymore at a side which goes by the names of Real Madrid. That is Marcos Asensio in there for you. So 26 years of age, and he's at Real Madrid, is a forward, and he plays as a wing and attacking midfielder for Real Madrid. So guys, feel free to go into the comment section, tell me what you think about Arsene Wenger joining Twitter. Then Pablo Murray, AC Milan picking a lot of interest in him after having a very good spell at a side which goes by the names of sorry for that, at a side which goes by the names of Udinese, where Arsenal loaned him. And then Marcos Asensio, Arsenal joining a race to sign him in there. I go by the names of Rokani David. This is Rokani Media Football. I sign out for now. See you later and good night, my dear lists.